Hi Cappy, welcome to your September reading. September just into October a little bit, only because I had a break yesterday. So yeah, it was the super full moon. The energies were quite draining on me. So I did the air signs and the fire signs, and then I thought I'm going to have a break before I do the others. So I'm going to start today with an oracle card for your general energy, and also some tarot. We're going to do past, present and future. I'm just going to light some incense and cleanse the cards before we start. As you're first up out of the earth signs today, and the reason for that is because before I even started your reading, I was getting Capricorn and a message through. It's something about building. So I don't know whether you're starting to build something new, maybe, or if there's something you're already in the process of. It could be a new approach, possibly. Now this can be either a new relationship or career choice, or just something rebuilding yourself sometimes, you know, looking at things in new perspectives. But definitely something about building was coming through. I just kept getting building. I'm wondering if it's something that you've been working on for a while and you decided that a new approach might be in order. And I'm just going to use the tincture bell, so cover your ears if you're sensitive, just to cleanse the two decks that I have been using. And again, that's more like it. Just want to make sure all the residue energy from the prior couple of days is gone from the cards. Okay, let's start with an oracle card for you. This is your general current energy. So just to give me a good starting point for Capricorn, please. Can we have a general energy for Capricorn? If a card comes out that says building, I'll just be blown away. Use your time well. This is from the Alice the Wonderland deck. I'm going to read from the book. It's number 24. I think Leo had this card as well, actually. So, for your current general energy, use your time well. Asking riddles that seem to have no answer may seem like a waste of time, but sometimes it leads to discovery. When we allow ourselves to ask questions that may have no discernible answer, we might find out valuable things and unearth what we truly think and believe. But there is another element to this card, and there are people who will waste your time. Not only by asking questions that have no answers, but by deliberately asking those questions intending to take up your time. There are people in our lives who feel justified questioning, prying, or wasting our time. It's up to you to decide what questions are worth answering and those that serve no purpose and can be left alone. Like Alice, you could find yourself becoming bothered by people's desire to confuse you. When this card comes, it's essential to create a safe space about yourself and to know what you're prepared to do, what you are prepared to withdraw from, and what you will leave well alone. Trust Alice on this. There are many people in the world with questions that will simply waste your very precious and irreplaceable time. Answers only those that bring you closer to a resolution or that will lead to a greater and deeper way of experiencing the world. Some people love to feel they are important enough to take up another's time for no sound reason. Do not let them waste yours. So that's the current energy. I'm just going to see if I get anything else through on this card. I think you have a feeling of time, that you might be running out of time, or very aware of how you use your time at the moment. You could be possibly behind schedule on something, I'm feeling, or feel like you are. But everything in divine timing, I always say. And it's easier said than done, that one. Because there are times where, especially if we put goals and things in place where we want to be finished by a certain time, and that's not looking like it's going to happen. There's usually a reason. Redirection is protection sometimes, and it might be that there's still something to learn, still something that needs to just slot into place before things come to you in the best way for your highest good, I think. I feel like this is less about other people, although you might be becoming more aware, because when we feel a little rushed and we're holding ourselves to quite high expectations, sometimes other people coming in with questions or interruptions even can feel a bit frustrating. So I'm wondering if this is maybe asking for a little patience as well. I'm going to leave it there with that one, and I'm going to pull some tarot for you. We're going to start with the past card. We're going to do past, present and future, and then we're going to look at the energy around you that's available and your blocks and restrictions to that, and then also some advice from your guides. We'll start with a past card for Capricorn, please. Past card that might help. There we go. The Chariot in reverse, okay, and present energy. We've got lots of flippers. Okay, present energy, we have the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands in reverse. And for future energy, so the future energy card will be for throughout September and just into October. So we're not going too far in advance here with these readings. Queen of Wands, beautiful energy for the future there for you. What's the energy that surrounds Capricorn at the moment? Energy that you might like to tap into. Okay, the Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords is your blocking energy. Ten of Swords has come out a lot for lots of signs in these readings in different positions. I think we're in like a collective space of closing things out, especially with the super full moon energy still being around us at the moment. I think it's a good time for releasing things, and I think yeah, there might be something here that advice from your guides. The Hierophant. Okay, oh, that's a nice card to have for advice. Let me just place these. Okay, let's have a look at your energy then. Okay. Looking at these as a whole, I'm feeling like there's something about following your own beliefs here. And taking time for yourself as well a little bit. There is some kind of rite of passage. I feel that you're trying to get through or accomplish. That might be that feeling of, oh, I've only got a certain amount of time. So I'm going to start picking the cards up and tuning into the energy and see what comes through for me. So in your past position, we have the Chariot and it's in reverse. I feel like for this, you've had issues in the past with getting going with things. We're seeing them through. And sometimes knowing which direction to take. So I'm wondering if that might be partly to do with the feeling of time being a burden on you a little bit. it's like you want to get moving, you want to get going, but you've questioned yourself, I think, in the past if you're going in the right direction. You've possibly even felt a little bit, I don't know whether stagnant's the right word really, but you're not going at the pace you'd like to. So that's the past energy. And then the current energy, we've got the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, again, I'm feeling like I think internally you've maybe placed something on yourself that you feel is almost like a rite of passage. Like, if I can do that, then I will have achieved something, or I've got where I wanted to go, or it'll be another step in the right direction. I'm wondering if it's a wee bit elusive for you at the moment. And the Four of Swords sees you possibly having a little bit of a break from this something else in this card. Let me just see if I can connect it on its own and see. Have you been forced to take a minute to have a bit of a break, maybe? Or have you just decided that, you know what, I'm going to just let go of the reins for a moment and see where this takes me, and not be so caught up on an outcome possibly, or not even an outcome, because you're still definitely driving towards something. I think you're sort of feeling like you're just going to take it all in at the moment and find a little calm. But this is definitely still in the background. That if I do that, I won't achieve what I need to achieve. There's still that feeling underneath that, almost like a pressure that you're putting on yourself to be working, to be doing, to be... Now, before the reading, like I said, the building was coming through. So are you trying to build something specific? Are you trying to build on a relationship, or on some kind of collaboration? Build on yourself, or a work project, or a business, because there was definitely a sense of building something. Saying that though, with the Four of Swords in the current energy, it could be that you have started building something, and this is the time now to reflect on it, and where you've come to, and where you might approach that differently and continue to build on it, but in a slightly different way. I think that might be a good thing for you to do at the moment. Because sometimes we just need to take a pause, don't we, and see if we're still on track for what we really want. Because the reason we started something in the first place, that things change all the time, energy changes all the time, and it could be that things have been progressing slowly maybe, but now you're in a different place. So just a sort of a reevaluation a little bit, taking a moment. Okay, moving on to your future position, you have the Queen of Wands, sorry. Showing you the cards for, this is the Four of Swords in your current energy. He's taking some time out, he's took his armour off, he's having a moment, he's reflecting. And then the other card for your current energy was, I'll put it upright but it was in reverse. I do read the reversals. I find they give me a lot more depth to the readings. And then this Queen of Wands. I keep getting all the different court cards. I'm wondering if you're imbuing all of the court cards and trying to bring everything together, because the Queen of Wands can do that. She's quite a good manifester, and for your future coming through September and October, I think possibly after you take this pause and reflect a little bit and work out exactly what you want now and how you're going to now approach and build on what you've already started. This Queen of Wands comes into her own, very sure of herself, very passionate, fiery lady, very attractive in her energy, just knows what she wants she can have. And I find the Queen of Wands a very positive card. Depending on what else it's with, but definitely in this position for you, I feel you're going to find your way again and know what you're going for again. And that'll speed up the process that I think has been a little slow for you. Or you felt like trudging, trying to build pressure in yourself to do it quicker. And actually, it just took a little reflection to make sure that you were aiming in the right direction still, or if there were other things you could implement to create what you want in a sort of a quicker way, so it comes together more quickly. Because I think if things are aligned with us, and the Queen of Wands is definitely aligned with herself, things come more naturally. They don't take as much work. And I think when we're pushing and plodding and we're not making a lot of progress, I think it's a telltale sign that we're pushing against the tide a little bit sometimes. So I feel like through September and into October, you start to find your way and things start moving a bit quicker for you, which is nice. So the energy that is available for you is the Page of Cups. My readings aren't specific to love or career or anything really. I just read what comes up and feel what the energy is linked to. I feel this is linked to love, and it could be the blossoming of something new. It feels like a renewed belief as well. And possibly an opening up of your heart space to allow for some of that creativity to come through in a different way. Instead of, you can be very earthy sometimes, Capricorn, and that's no judgment at all. And it definitely can get things done in a practical manner. But when it comes to your heart and linking that in with what you do in life, whatever it is you do in life, whether that is relationships or your career, finances, your health, I think this energy is around you of opening up and starting to approach things from a more heart-based place. Not only heart-based, I think it's bringing it in together. Maybe you've been trying to battle through, but your heart hasn't been open. So you're coming through maybe a place of the mind or a practical level. It would be nice to incorporate some of this very flowy energy where you roll with the punches a little more. You go with the flow, you don't fight against it. I think this is a call for that, and this is what's around you at the minute. This is the energy available to you. And what's blocking that energy currently is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is all about an ending of something. Just see where this fits in for you in relation to this specifically. Okay, yeah, quite a very strong energy actually has just come through. There's been an ending in the past that has hurt you, and that might be why you've closed down your heart a little bit, and are working from a very practical place at the moment. It could have been quite a painful end for you. But you know, again, redirection is protection sometimes, and it feels like you are set to start making quicker progress. And I think if you can open up from this past hurt and reconnect a little bit with your heart space, I think you'll find you've got that last element in place, and they'll all work together, and you'll be able to see clearer ahead where you want to be going, integrating all the elements. Yeah, I think that it was just one strong energy coming through, just saying that there's been a past ending, or there's been an ending of something that's been a little painful. I'm not going to go into details on what I think that might be. I'm going to leave that for you, because you'll know whether it's you know, an ending to a belief system you had, or a relationship that you had prior, you know, an end to a bad business venture. It literally could be anything, but you'll know where to place that. And whatever it was, it's closed you down a little bit. And it's hard to see that beautiful energy, that flowy, creative energy around you when you're closed down to it. And then the last card we have is the Hierophant. This card just screams wisdom to me. It could be an ancestor coming through to give you guidance. It's definitely someone sort of holding their hand out and saying, come on, you know the way. I'll help you through this. It almost just embodies the whole energy of a guide. When I said advice from your guides, there they are, just stood there with their hand out. I think in this position, getting the Hierophant, first of all, I thought it was about reconnecting with your own beliefs and what was important to you, your values, your morals, your integrity. But I do believe it's a call to actually speak to your guides. Wherever your beliefs lie, if you believe in the universe, the universal love, source, whatever your God might be, guides, angels, speak to them, call on their assistance, call on your ancestors, because they're here. And if you need a little guidance or help through this time, speak out loud to them. And I think that's it. I think that's all that card is sending through to me. Nice to get such a strong end to it like that. I'm just going to see if anything else pops out at me. I think that's all the messages that are there for you, Cappy. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.